So recently your boy celebrated a birthday. Big 41, level 41 as gamers would say. It's been cool, getting older, learning things about life as I get older. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, like if I sit down for 5 minutes and I stand up, it does sound like bubble wrap popping. But other than that though, getting older is it's amazing, to be honest with you. You look back on certain things and you reflect and stuff just starts making more sense. And if it doesn't make sense, you're too old to even care about it anymore. But shout out to all of the Capricorns. It's Cap season. We set the trend. We begin the year. We end the year. And hopefully you all are having a great MLK weekend. And let's hop into this pod. Ladies and gentlemen, blurds and nerds, freaks and geeks, this is Do You Speak Geek? Yo, welcome everybody. It's the pod. We are back. This is episode 105. Shout out to everybody who has been rocking with DYSG thus far. And if you are new, welcome to Do You Speak Geek? This is the podcast where we bring you all the latest in news and reviews inside of the geek realm. Again, shout out to all the new subscribers and all the new followers. Thanks to everyone who listened to the previous episode. Y'all are the real MVPs. Shout out to all podcast outlets, especially the home team, Spreaker. Shout out to y'all. Wherever you get your podcast, please be sure to look for Do You Speak Geek and hit that subscribe. DoYouSpeakGeek.com, the central hub for everything DYSG. New things are coming to the website soon, so please be sure to take a look and, browse around for a few things, Some new things are coming. You're going to have to, really, really get comfortable around the site. So check that out and get an opportunity. Again, that is DoYouSpeakGeek.com. Follow us on social media, Facebook at DYSGFB, Twitter at DYSG_tweets, and Instagram and TikTok at DSpeakGeek. The YouTube channel, The Donald and Daddy Show, only place you can find that. Please be sure to subscribe, like, Hulk, smash that bell for all notifications, and leave your comments. We want to know what you guys think. I got new content coming for the solo myself. It's been a long time coming, but it is coming, and honestly, I just really hope you guys like it. All right, let's go ahead and hop into it. Not a really big story this week, but we're going to do what we do about this time anyway, and y'all know what we do. Let's speak geek.
Suit up.
I want to be the very best.
Talk nerdy to me.
All right, nerds, we got news and reviews coming at you at rapid fire. Attack on Titan final season part 2 hits the ground running with brutal and absolutely savage action, some devastating reveals, tear-jerking moments, and further blurring of lines. It reminds us of the story so far, reiterating the stakes and likely building up to the crushing finale. End of an era, man. That's all I can say. However, the beginning of one with Naomi. While the first episode of Naomi was some cheesy dialogue and it tries a bit too hard to show how cool its protag is, the central mystery of the series presents like a lot of potential. It's going to be a good show, no doubt. It sets up the outside of the standard Arrowverse and gives the CW a chance to really refresh its take on the genre while providing exciting crossover potential. Dope show, check it out. I mean, it's Ava DuVernay. Come on now, she runs the show. Scream! The latest addition to the Scream franchise expertly blends reverence from the source material while creating something that feels almost completely new. All the performances are pitch perfect as the new generation of Woodsboro teens step into their futures. The kills are gnarly, and no version of Toxic Fandom is left unmocked. From what I hear, y'all, this is a pretty good one. Check that out. And finally, we have the Apple MacBook Pro M1 Pro. It's a fine computer that will do everything you need a Mac to do and moonlight as a casual but powerful gaming computer during downtime. By bringing back old ports and getting rid of the touch bar, the new Mac Pro models are a rare but welcome mea culpa from Apple. Now, I don't think anyone's gonna run out to buy a MacBook for gaming, but regardless, it's a very, very powerful and impressive machine. If you got the bread, get one of those, absolutely. Let's hop into my favorite portion of the show. Y'all know the vibes. Source Wall.
Man, you come right out of a comic book.
Behold the source wall.
Can you read, my son?
Well, that depends.
There is nothing wrong with reading a story and looking at the pictures.
Enough said, Stan. Let's hop right into it. The pull list this week. We have 10 Lives of Wolverine #1. This is the biggest Wolverine story of all time. Logan, James Howlett, Weapon X. The mutant best known as Wolverine has lived many lives under many identities and in many places, but never before has the fate of the future been so intertwined with the past. Fan favorite eras of Wolverine's saga are explored anew, along with never before seen episodes of Logan, as he must travel to various points in time to prevent the death of key figures in mutant history. But these lives are only one side of the story. Be here for the start of a time-shredding saga across all of Wolverine's history and future yet to come. Wolvie is my guy, if y'all know. If y'all know me, Wolvie is my dude. So I'll definitely be checking this one out to see what all these lives are going to encompass and what it means to save lives in the future. So definitely I'll be reading this one. She-Hulk #1, the best character ever. That's a little cap. The best character ever is in her own series and about to glam up the whole Marvel universe. Jennifer Walters, aka the sensational She-Hulk, is no longer savage and needs to put her life back together. She's got a career to build, friends to reconnect with, and maybe represent in a court of law, and enemies to, well, she may not want to connect with them, but they are definitely going to connect with her. And the last page of this first issue is going to send Jen down a road she's never traveled, and that will shake up her life and possibly the whole Marvel universe. Wow. So let's check that out this week, y'all. Batman the Knight #1. The origin of Batman and his never-ending fight against crime in Gotham City is modern mythology. But what about the story in between? How did an angry, damaged young man grow into the most accomplished detective and crime fighter the world has ever known? How did the Dark Knight begin? Interesting take here. Let's see how it goes. Nubia and the Amazons #4. Andromeda has gone from most talented to most wanted. Concerned about her sister, Nubia leads the charge. What evil from Tarsus has found its way into the very soul of Doom's doorway? Latest champion? To find out, our queen will have to delve deep into her haunted past for clues. Can she heal herself from old wounds in time to save another from making the same mistakes? Find out in another exciting chapter of Nubia's solo adventures. This book has been written beautifully, by the way. If y'all aren't reading this one, please. It's just issue 4. You have time to go back and read the other 3 and catch up with the rest of us. Do that, please. Icon and Rocket Season 1 #5. Static is extremely interested in the new teen hero on the scene, but the feeling on Rocket's part is most certainly not mutual. Can someone threaten the entire world again so she has an excuse to shake this guy? Be careful what you wish for. Okay, alright, my man Static gonna shoot his shot. I ain't mad at you, boy. Do your thing, kid. Do your thing. Alright. Oh man, y'all be picking this one up, see what happens. She might curve him though, I ain't gonna lie. She might curve him. And finally, we have Bolero #1, a new series from 2 bright-eyed and bushy-tailed little scamps. This is about a woman running away from a broken heart and discovers a mother key into a parallel universe. The rules of the key are: the key can work on any door. The mother will only let you visit 53 universes. Do not ask to speak to the mother. Never hop more than 53 times. So I got a feeling that this book, whoever the pro tag is definitely going to break all 4 of those rules, and I want to see the repercussions. So I'll be picking that one up. You all can pick that one up, and be sure to pick up all your comics this week at your local comic book store. Let's watch this.
Watch this, y'all. Thunder! Thunder! Thunder!
Lannister always pays his debts.
Whoa, dude.
I am the villain of the story.
Alright folks, Spider-Man No Way From Home director to produce Final Destination reboot. John Watts will produce a new Final Destination reboot, according to the Hollywood Reporter. The 40-year-old Spider-Man filmmaker has joined the creative team for the upcoming Final Destination reboot and will produce the film after also writing its treatment. Final Destination 6, as known currently, will reboot the popular horror franchise with the film destined for an HBO Max release. I mean, there are worse franchises to reboot. I don't see why we absolutely need this one, but I mean, there are some people out there who are huge fans of the Final Destination series, and I think they'll be pleased, maybe so. I mean, John Watts did an amazing job on No Way Home. I think he'll do a pretty good job with this too, so let's wait and see what we get. Netflix is raising its prices again. Oh man, it's hiking its monthly prices again, marking the 6th time the streamer has bumped its prices since 2014. Netflix updated its official price plan to chart to reflect the new $1 increase for the standard plan and a $2 increase for the premium plan that includes 4K streaming. The new monthly price for the standard plan is now $15.50 over the previous $14, and the new price for the 4K premium plan is now $20 from $18. Now, we all know streaming was meant to offer an alternative to bundled TV plans, but with so many streaming services available, including Disney Plus and HBO Max, maintaining multiple subscriptions is not so unusual and feels a little too familiar, like cable. Now, one popular strategy is unsubscribing from unused streaming services until a new show comes out. But, you know, as we all know, we like to binge stuff and search for stuff that we've never seen before, watch stuff that we've never seen before, watch stuff we've seen 100 times because of nostalgia, you know. But, yeah, Netflix is hiking up again. You guys gonna hold on to it or you gonna walk away? Let me know in those comments. Batgirl's Leslie Grace shares first image of her in the suit from the upcoming DC film. Now, Leslie Grace has shared an image of herself from the upcoming DC movie that will tell the superhero's origin story. Grace shared the image on Twitter alongside a caption that was pulled straight from Batgirl Year One. Her suit appears to be inspired by the Batgirl comics, especially the Batgirl of Burnside issue by Cameron Stewart, Brendan Fletcher, Babs Tarr, and Morris Wicks. I like it. I can't really complain about it. It looks good. She looks good in it, but I know a lot of you fanboys out there are going to hate on this simply because it's DC. I think at this point here, you guys are just conditioned to hate DC, and you can't help yourselves. You need to be deprogrammed. Give it a chance, y'all. I mean, really, seriously, it's a dope looking suit. It's dope. It looks really good. If y'all haven't seen it, please go see it. It looks dope. But for some people who were looking for a more sleek and I guess the more black and gold version of the suit, yeah, that's fine. She may even get that at the end, but this suit looks amazing. The movie's gonna be dope too. I stand by that. The movie will be dope. Let's go. Now this was trippy news right here. Marvel's Moon Knight trailer will premiere when an actual moon is 100% illuminated. I don't know how Marvel does this, but their fine detail department is, seriously, it's something crazy. Okay, so the first trailer for Moon Knight is coming Monday, with the stars aligning just right for the marketing department at Walt Disney Studios. Monday is January 17th, and the moon will be 100% illuminated, meaning it will be a full moon. Moon Knight, real name Mark Spector, is known in the Marvel source material as the first of the Khonshu, an avatar of the Egyptian god of the moon. The trailer will premiere on ABC during the NFL playoffs. The Disney Plus series has been rumored to be coming quicker than anticipated, and it looks like those whispers might hold some weight. On the network this weekend, a promo for the MCU TV show appeared, hyping a Monday drop. Comic book fans are excited to see what Oscar Isaac is bringing to the role. Not a lot is known about the plot of the upcoming show so far, but we will see hopefully on Monday. But the fact that these guys are going to drop this thing on the same day as a full moon, I mean, Marvel, how do y'all do this, man? How do y'all do this shit? It is insane of how much detail goes into stuff that y'all do. God, y'all are so meticulous. It is, oh my God. Oh, man. Anyways, let's hop on over to Thumb Life.
Peace, love, and video games!
It's on like Donkey Kong.
That man is playing Galaga.
All right, gamers. PS5 shortage has reportedly led Sony to make more PS4s. To deal with the ongoing global PS5 shortage, thank you, Shaquille O'Neal, Sony has allegedly decided to produce more PS4s than it had initially planned to help fulfill supply vacuum and keep gamers within the PlayStation ecosystem. As reported by Bloomberg, sources say Sony has told assembly partners that it's planning to produce PS4s throughout 2022, despite having plans to discontinue assembly at the end of 2021. This strategy would add roughly 1 million PS4s to help with the fact that it can't produce enough PS5s due to the global chip shortage that is impacting so many parts of the tech world, thanks to challenges that we have arisen from the COVID-19 pandemic and old Cheeto Face back when he was 45 messing up our trade with China. So yeah, I think this is a nice way to circumvent and keep gamers into the Sony household. You know, keep people who want to be Sony. You know, not have them go over to the dark side, which is Microsoft. I'm kidding. But yeah, this is a good look. I definitely applaud Sony for doing this. Definitely, people who want to play PS4s or PS5s, this is definitely a good way to keep them in Sony. So yeah, good idea, good look. Nice going, Sony. Speaking of the dark side, Microsoft discontinued Xbox back in 2020. Now, they quietly discontinued manufacturing all Xbox One consoles at the end of 2020, the company had revealed. As reported by The Verge, Microsoft has stated it had stopped producing Xbox One consoles at the end of 2020 in order to focus its efforts on its new generation of consoles. Quote, to focus on production of Xbox Series X and S, we stopped production for all Xbox One consoles at the end of 2020. The company announced that it had ceased production on all Xbox One X and digital Xbox One S consoles a few months prior to the launch of the Xbox Series X in 2020. However, the latest comments from Microsoft indicate that the publisher also stopped manufacturing the disc version of the Xbox One S only a few months later. It's possible that focusing entirely on Xbox Series console production has helped ease supply issues for Microsoft amid worldwide part shortages for electronics. That could be the secret to their success. I mean, from what I understand, it is easier to get your hands on an Xbox Series X as opposed to getting a PS5. So, yeah, that could be the key to their success. Maybe Sony could learn from that, you know? But I've already said what they're gonna do. So, yeah, it's looking pretty good for both companies. I applaud them both. All right, you smarks, let's mark out.
So what you gonna do?
Goodbye and good night. Bang!
All right, you wrestling smarks, MLW launches lawsuit against WWE. Major League Wrestling filed an antitrust lawsuit against World Wrestling Entertainment, and according to the press release, MLW says it's based on WWE's ongoing attempts to undermine competition and monopolize the professional wrestling market by interfering with MLW's contracts and business prospects. The suit goes on to say that WWE pressured third parties to abandon their contracts and relationships with MLW, and that because of this, there's been a disruption of MLW's business, with the release highlighting the major streaming deal that fell through that MLW says would have been transformative for the company. Wow. In the lawsuit, MLW also says that after they announced the deal with Vice TV, which airs its programming now, a WWE executive warned Vice TV that Vince McMahon was pissed that Vice was doing business with MLW. The Vice TV executive told that person that their conduct at the moment was illegal and an antitrust violation, and the executive apparently responded that they could not control McMahon. Yo, I don't know what's going on in Vince McMahon's head, but the older that man gets, the more he wilds out. I don't understand. I mean, that dude is crazy. Like, how you gonna go to an executive at a company, first of all, that you aren't even affiliated with and you don't own, and tell them that, oh, I'm pissed that you're working with them? Man, like, you snuck a guy who's been put in the friend zone. You're like, oh, why you dating him? Like, yo, Vince, come on, man. You gotta chill. Vince he really needs to step away from this wrestling business completely. Just walk away, Vince. Walk away. Anyway, folks, that is my time. That is your pod. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. I am going to get out of here. Thank you all for listening. Please be sure to listen to this podcast, like this podcast, subscribe to this podcast. Let your boy know what you think about this podcast. Visit the website, doyouspeakgeek.com. Follow us on all social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Check out our YouTube channel, like the videos, and subscribe there as well. As always, people, live to play to win to live. I speak geek. Do you speak geek?